You gonna play my song, right? Okay. People get ready, for the train is coming. Don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Welcome, listening audience and viewing audience, to the People Get Ready podcast with the legendary political guru, Mr. Charles E. Bibbs from Bibb's Record Shop. Today, we have a very, very great program for you on today. Today, we have the Employee Pension Tax Credit Program, along with ERC refund, $1.9 trillion available. Who is it available to? To receive those who are available. It's available to those who can receive up to $26,000 per employee. And who is that? It's the U.S. businesses and nonprofits are now qualify for a federal tax refund. And here's the opportunity for you to take advantage of this great opportunity by joining Snap Delivered for free. Yes, let me say it again. Joining Snap Delivered for free. For more information, you can contact Mr. Charles E. Bibbs Sr. at his office, and the office number is 216-681-1469. Or you can also reach him on his mobile phone, which is 216-659-4619. Viewing artists and listening artists, I want to welcome you to the star of the show, Mr. Charles E. Bibbs Sr. himself. Take it away, Mr. Bibbs.
Thank you, Reverend Ben Fair. Thank you for that awesome introduction. And thank you for bringing to the forefront this awesome business opportunity that's sweeping the United States. And we want to try to get all of our fans involved in it. All they got to do is call, and we'll share the information with them. It doesn't cost them one dime to get in. And later on in the program, you're going to hear how that works also.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you very kindly.
You're welcome, and thank you, Mr. Bibb.
All right. Now, we're getting down to the heart of the opportunities and what's going on in the community business-wise. Is Miss Joanne Harley in the house?
Yes,
Joanne
sir.
Harley
This
in
is
the house.
Charles E. Bibb Sr. I am in the house.
Beautiful, beautiful. Will you come forward and tell us what Minister Vivian L. Sharp is doing these days with her business?
Yes. Hello and welcome. I am Joanne Hollywood. Come be with us on Vivian's exclusive Discover Yourself, a streaming radio app 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, except leap years, 366 days a year. Enjoy music, interviews, and various potpourri people. sharpparagon@gmail.com. That's sharpparagon@gmail.com. 216-307-5100. That's 216-307-5100. Remember, discover yourself, discover yourself, discover yourself.
Thank you, Miss Joanne Harley. That was awesome. Then now, friends and neighbors know what Miss Vivian L. Sharp is doing. And for our audience, Miss Joanne Holly is a recording artist in her own right, rhythm and blues and gospel.
Yes, sir.
Now she's going to put on another hat and tell us about Mr. Mike Calhoun, Michael J. Calhoun, as he told us the other day when he got his award. Come back again, Miss Joanne Holly, and share that information with us, would you?
Yes, I will. Thank you, Mr. Bibb. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a treat for you. Michael J. Calhoun, R&B and gospel recording artist, producer, and writer, is releasing his new gospel song today as we sit here, as we speak, Raise Up. You will be able to hear it first right here. It's a duet with Michael Calhoun and Joanne Holly. It is a duet that we're singing in R&B, but it's a gospel song that you're going to hear today. Michael Calhoun is a founding member of the Grammy Award-winning group, the Daz Band. So get your copy today. Next week, on Wednesday, August the 24th, we will have a live interview with Mr. Michael Calhoun. So come back next week on Wednesday to get the second part. But right now, we're going to give you a preview so that you can actually see the video that nobody else has seen in the world. And I know it's going to go to the top of the charts. Raise Up. You're going to love it. Bibb.
Miss Joanne Harley.
Mr.
You
Bibb,
couldn't
that
tell
was,
me I had one of the gospel awards across the country. Thank you.
thank you. You was a superstar.
Oh, Miss Joanne Harley. I don't know how you guys worked that, but you sure worked it out beautiful for me.
We worked it out.
Hey, I'm so proud of you. We're getting
Thank
better
you.
and better each week, and we're going to hear more next week and the week after that from you and Mr. Michael J. Calhoun. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and we'll see you later on in the program.
Thank you,
And,
Mr. Bibb.
all right, good job, good job. Be sure to tell Mike.
I will.
All right, Miss Sharon Penman.
Hello, Mr. Bibb and our listening and viewing audience.
So nice to see you here live and in living color.
It's good to be back live and in living
And
color.
you're looking good in both sentences.
Thank
The live
you.
and the living color.
Well, thank you.
And the floor is all yours, Miss Sharon Penman.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I would like to introduce someone to you who is going to give you some vital information if you're ready to increase your income. If you have that entrepreneurial spirit, this is someone who you definitely want to listen to with the information that she's about to provide to us all. I am introducing to everyone Miss Candace Jones, and she is going to talk to us about SNAP Delivered. Candace.
Thank you, Miss Sharon. Thank
You're
you for that
welcome.
introduction, and thank you for the listening audience and being here with us today. So I want to introduce you. Some of you may have already heard about SNAP Delivered, but some of you may have not. SNAP Delivered is a food delivery service that started and launched last year. It just celebrated 1 year anniversary in July of this year. Why SNAP Delivered is so good for the food delivery business? Because it offers so much for restaurants, customers, and drivers. Why does it offer so much, and how does it offer so much? Right now, with other delivery services, the restaurant is paying 20, 30, or 40% of that delivery for every delivery that they send out. With SNAP Delivered, a restaurant only pays $2 per delivery, so it saves restaurants a lot of money. A restaurant can refer drivers, they can refer customers, and they can make extra money that way as well. A customer that signs up for SNAP Delivered, and did I say that it's free to sign up with SNAP Delivered? Yes, it's free. A restaurant can sign up for free. A customer can sign up for free. And why it's so advantage for a customer that signs up with SNAP Delivered for free can go on and order from any of the restaurants that are associated with SNAP Delivered. If they refer it to another friend or anyone else, they get paid off of that delivery that someone else is doing. If they refer a driver, because now there's delivery drivers out, they get paid for every delivery that driver does associated with SNAP Delivered. So there's multiple ways that SNAP Deliver helps out restaurants and families. But that's not the only thing that SNAP Delivered does. SNAP Delivered has advanced into other delivery services. So there's SNAP Delivered Entertainment. So SNAP Delivered, for free, you can sign up to be with SNAP Delivered, and you can take advantage of all of these different services that are available. So SNAP Delivered offers streaming. When I say streaming, I mean entertainment streaming, like TV shows or movies or things like that. There's a service that they've collaborated with a company called Vidgo, and you can get a Vidgo subscription through SNAP Delivered. And another thing is when you sign up for Vidgo, and let's say you refer a family or a member or whomever to sign up for Vidgo, you get paid off of that as well. Another way that SNAP Delivered helps out is with prescriptions. SNAP Delivered offers a prescription card, and again, you're signed up for SNAP Delivered for free. A business can take this prescription card for some of their employees that may not get full benefits. they can offer this prescription card, and for those that have prescriptions, they can take it where they get their prescriptions filled and get a discount off their prescription.
That is very
So
good.
a business can help their employees that they may not be able to offer them full-time benefits, but they can offer them a way to help out with prescriptions. One of the other ways that SNAP Delivered helps out is with a business getting employee retention tax credit through the Employee Retention Tax Credit Program. This is a program that started back in 2020 when COVID came around, and it's part of the CARES Act. And over the past couple of years, the program has changed, requirements have changed. It used to be that if a business applied for the PPP funds, they couldn't apply for the employee tax retention credit. Well, now they can. When President Biden came into office, he changed that. So now if they've applied for one, they can also now apply for the ERC funds as well. Why this is so great is because a business that has at least from 10 to 500 employees, and these are W-2 employees, not 1099 employees, they have the potential of getting up to $26,000 per employee. And if you think about a business that has from 10 to 500 employees, that can add up quite a bit.
Yes.
Why this is so great for restaurants also, a lot of restaurants went through struggling times going through COVID. And if they had employees during that time, they may be able to get up to $26,000 per those employees. But it's not just for restaurants, it's for any business that may have had some adverse effects due to COVID. And I wouldn't say that a business should determine themselves whether they qualify or get funds back. I would say that they should go through the process, have the accounting firm that is expertise in doing this process, go through the process to determine if you get funds back. There is a fee for that a business would have to pay, $2,600 to get the process started. But if it turns out that the business does not get any money back, you get the $2,600 back.
no
So you're not
lose.
out anything,
Yes.
right? There are businesses that I know of so far that have already received in the millions of dollars. A business that I was on a call with just last night, can't remember the name of the company right now, but that company got $1.2 million back based off the number of employees they have. So it's going to be different for each business, but this is definitely a way for a business to recoup on some of the money that they may have lost going through the COVID times. So this program is not going to be around forever. It's going to be around at least until 2024 or 2025 based on the quarter of the filings. So I would say if you're not sure if you qualify, I would say go ahead and go through the process to see. Now, if you want more information, you can contact Mr. Bibb. His number is 216-681-1469 or 216-659-4619. And he could send you a short video, 5-minute video that talks in more detail about the ERC program. And a lot of accounting firms that a business may have an accountant on their payroll, some accounting firms are not as expertise about the filing process for ERC. So Jorns and Associates is the company that SNAP Delivered has collaborated with to be able to do the filing, and has found some companies quite a significant amount of funding to be able to get back.
That's great.
That's
Very
great
good.
news. Yes.
Before we close out, I have 3 questions. I want to emphasize a person can come in and do this free.
They can come in and sign up with SNAP Delivered for free and have access to all of these other programs.
Thank you. Number 2, nonprofits can do this.
Nonprofits can sign up with the ERC program as well. They can sign up with SNAP Delivered. They can go through the ERC program. And if, let's say, Mr. Bibb, you know of a nonprofit, you can have them go through the process. A nonprofit can go through the ERC process as well.
Okay. And we have a co-host, Reverend Bennett there. He has a church.
Yes,
Can a church do it?
a church can do it as well.
Thank you very kindly. And you did an awesome job. Thank you, Miss Sharon Pittman, for introducing her.
You're welcome, Mr.
Thank you.
Bibb.
We will move right along. Is Dr. Gwen Jarvis in the house? Dr.
Yes.
Gwen Jarvis.
Yes, I am. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, I am in the house. Good evening, Mr. Bibb. Good evening, Godfather. We have a dean of the community, which is Reverend Cabinets. We have the Godfather, who is Mr. Bibb. How are you this
Oh,
evening?
you're so kind. Thank you.
And here, everyone, okay? My task per Candace is to update, and Mr. Bibb is to update us on Mom's Demand Against Gun Violence. We recently had a convention of gun violence convention in Washington, D.C. earlier in the month, which was very successful, very educational. The 2 points I'd like to share with you, one of the couple of points I want to share with you today is that gun violence is uniquely American epidemic. So it is an epidemic not only by shooters, but also by the police. So and on an average of 63 persons are shot to death a day in the United States of America. So the question was asked, as Kansas says, what is going on with moms? What is the upcoming events? The upcoming events is to solicit as much as we can as possible, is to have people to go register and go out and vote in November, to make sure you vote, and to vote for gun sense candidates. I was told shortly before the show, because I wanted to make sure my facts were correct, there are only two candidates on the ballot that are gun sense candidates. I'm not going to say who they are, but we need to get behind these other candidates for Cuyahoga County and across the state of Ohio to let them know that they need to support gun sense. They need to support as far as controlling guns, educating guns, background checks, because these candidates that are out there now is only two in our state. So what is Moms Demand Against Gun Violence is asking us to do? And they're starting this weekend having a block walk a few blocks, get a bunch of folks together and ask people to make sure that you advocate or vote or promote and look for candidates and speak to these candidates or reach out to them, let them know that gun violence needs to be under control. So I am going to see if being on Radio 1, I can't go out and solicit for any particular candidate, but I'm going to try and see if I can form some block parties so that since we are really being affected by this because of shooting each other, because of blacks shooting blacks, and because of police shooting black people, that we can go out and advocate a block at a time about gun violence and control of gun and also gun education. Mr. Bibb, that is my presentation, and that's what I'm putting
Thank
out.
you, Dr. Gwen Jarvis. Just a couple of questions I want to make clear.
Yes.
Did you say that you're going to identify the candidates that are supporting your Moms Against Guns?
Well, actually, I cannot, but I can text you and Candace and let you know the only two candidates who are supporting control of guns. It's only two out of everybody who's on the ballot. It's only two. Only two.
Publicly, you're not able to do that, right?
No, I can't. I cannot do it because I'm with Radio 1, but I'll text you all and let you know who it is. So we need to get behind them and try to get these other candidates across in our area, particularly because this is home, that they need to get on board as far as controlling guns.
Final question. Do you have that in writing that they support what you just said?
Yes, and it should be. If you look on their website, I think it also states that they support gun violence. I want to say I know one that does have it on his, but on his, I will say it's his, so you know it's a man that he does
All right.
support a gun. That he does support education about, and I want to use education about gun violence. But yes, I can give that information to you.
All right. Thank you very kindly.
Thank you.
And-
Thank you for having me.
All right. Always good to have you. Reverend Ben Fair,
Yes, sir.
I understand you have some awesome information under our new segment of our program, Ms. Sharon Penman.
Mm-hmm.
We have a new segment in our program.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Would you like to know it?
I would like to hear what it is.
It's called Know Your Government.
Know your
Government.
know your government.
Know your government.
All right,
Most people don't know about their government
that is true.
because they don't read their city charter or their county charter,
True.
and we know they're not doing anything at the state level.
Right.
So each week we're going to try to have a little information for them.
Okay, that's good.
And this week we're in the city of East Cleveland.
All right.
We're going to share with our listening and viewing audience what's happening in the city of Cleveland, East Cleveland,
Yes.
East Cleveland, East Cleveland, East Cleveland, with a recall that's in the charter.
Okay.
And Reverend Ben Fair has been doing some research from different organizations and media.
Mm-hmm.
Reverend Fair, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Mr. Bibb. And for our viewing audience, the report that we have today about the recall in East Cleveland is coming from Ideal Stream Media, and it's stated that the advocates of an effort to remove East Cleveland Mayor Brandon King from office has gathered enough petition signatures to put the mayor's political fate on the November ballot. The Cuyahoga County Board of Election on Thursday certified that the campaign had gathered 322 valid signatures, just more than the 311 needed to force the issue. Under East Cleveland Charter, King has until August the 18th to resign or face a recall vote, likely in November 18th general election. William Fambro, an organizer of the recall campaign, who is also suing the city and the mayor, accusing Mayor King of allowing police to abuse their power and of circumventing the city's authority or the city council's authority. In a lawsuit filed in June, Fambro alleged that the East Cleveland police towed and damaged a van that he was using to promote the candidacy of one of King's 2021 Democratic primary opponents. Wow. The mayor is using the police as a kind of private police force that attacks his enemies. That's what he's doing. Fambro told iStream Public Media. Fambro, who runs a media company, had outfitted the van with a sound equipment to broadcast messages supporting Juanita Gooley, an East Cleveland City Council member who criticized King and ran against him. In August of 2021, weeks before the September 14th primary, police towed Fambro's van and cited him for a noise violation. According to the lawsuit, in addition to the mayor's, Fambro named the police chief, the law director, and several officers as defendants in the case. In court filings, the East Cleveland law director, Willa Hims, has denied the allegation and asked the judge to dismiss the case. The majority of the facts set forth in the complaints reflect an elevated sense of importance at being a political operative that converts to an grandiose misperception of events. Hims wrote, plaintiff's complaint is premised upon a lot of social media, mass media hype designed to inflame and incite the public. No ruling on the motion to dismiss has yet been made. Fambro also faulted the mayor for the frequent police chase in this eastern city suburb. In the first 120 days of 2021, 40% of East Cleveland chases ended in crashes. The mayor sets the tone, really, for the police department. Fambro said, the mayor tells his appointed chief of police what he will tolerate and what he will not. And it's just like the Wild West here with these police chases. King told officer King took office in 2016 after his predecessor, Gary Norton, was recalled along with city council. Then the vice president of council, King, was next in line of succession. He has since won re-election in 2017 and in 2021. East Cleveland has been in state-declared fiscal emergency for almost 10 years, my lord. The city previously spent 17 years in fiscal emergency from 1998 to 2006. The city has sold off property, laid off workers, increased garbage fees, and opened its own impound lot to cut costs and bring in revenue. Nevertheless, the city ended 2021 with a deficit in a one fund and spending outpacing council appropriations in many line items in the general fund. According to the report, the city also could be on the hook for damages in several legal cases. The report said it is now anticipated that the city will be released from fiscal emergency in the near future. The report said. So they're going to be still in the fiscal emergency area for quite a while. The East Cleveland report here from Channel 19 News says East Cleveland residents and city council members are joining forces, asking voters to remove Mayor Brandon King from office. The group making several allegations saying there has been theft in office, abuse of power, lying under oath. He has used the police as a weapon against citizens who oppose him or don't share his views, said resident Don Jones. Groups looking to kick him out of office collecting enough signatures to ask for a recall on the ballot in November's election. The mayor has 5 days to resign by this Thursday, or else it will be up to the voters in East Cleveland on November the 8th to decide whether Mayor King could soon become former Mayor King. In the messages in the past, there will be a runoff election down the road. The report from the Channel 5 News stating the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections has certified a petition to recall the mayor of East Cleveland, Brandon King. Under East Cleveland Charter, Mayor King has until Thursday to resign his position or face a recall in November. Election officials certified last week that the petition to recall King has garnered 322 valid signatures. A total of 311 signatures was required to bring the issue to voters. Supporters of the recall efforts, including City Council members Corrine Stevens, Patricia Blockowicz, have alleged that Mayor King and his administration has mismanaged city resources and further exacerbated the city's fiscal emergency. The city of East Cleveland residents must make a choice to continue down the path of destruction and ill repute, or turn and save what is left of our city, Stevenson said. William Fambro, who is one of the organizers of the recall initiative, filed a lawsuit against the city and the mayor King earlier this year, alleging that the mayor allowed East Cleveland police to abuse their power and suppress his freedom of speech. Fambro alleged that police told a van that he was using to promote one of King's opponents in the primary. In a press conference outside City Hall Monday, City Council members Patricia Blockowicz alleged that Mayor King has.
Did you do the Board of Elections?
Yes, no, not yet.
Okay, we're gonna have to cut that to next week.
Okay,
So we're running out of time. We're running out of time.
okay,
And we'll have to move the agenda.
okay,
Make note where you are now.
okay,
And we'll move forward with Ms. Candace Jones updating us on the statewide Ohio Unity piece that's moving into Greater Cleveland area, which we are part of the Ohio piece. Go right ahead, Ms. Candace Jones, and explain to us what's happening.
Thank you, Mr. Bibb. For those that you were listening last week, Petite Tally was on and she talked about the Ohio Unity. But before I start with that, I want to read an email that she wrote to Mr. Bibb today. And unfortunately, she couldn't be with us today. Her niece is having surgery, so she needed to be there with that. So we're praying that her niece comes to the surgery just fine. So she wrote, on behalf of the Ohio Black Voter Empowerment Campaign, please thank Mr. Bibb for his interest in helping to raise awareness about the important upcoming 2022 midterm elections in Ohio and our statewide campaign. So I want to share some information about Ohio Unity and what it is, and the mission and the plans that are part of this Ohio Unity Black Voter Empowerment Campaign. The Ohio Coalition on Black Civic Participation, Ohio Unity Coalition, is a state affiliate of the National Coalition on Black Civic Participation in Washington, D.C. OUC is a 501c3 organization whose chief aim is to increase political literacy and civic engagement in minority and underserved communities across Ohio while building capacity in our membership and organizations and the communities in which we serve. The coalition presently consists of the most worshipful Prince Hall Masons, Ohio CLUW, Ohio AFL-CIO, and some of its affiliates. Coalition of the Black Trade Unisons, Region 5, Ohio A, Philip Randolph Institute, State Conference NAACP and some of its branches, the Greater Cleveland Voter Alliance, Youngstown Community Mobilization Coalition, the Divine Nine, fraternities and sororities of the National Panhellenic Council, Ohio Grand Lodge of Masons, and other community organizations whose objectives are compatible with the network. The internal structure of the OUC is spearheaded by Conveyor Petit Talley, retired secretary, treasurer of the AFL, Ohio AFL-CIO, along with a senior team of Ohio political operations and other executive leaders from our member organization. So they have a plan that they've been working on throughout the year, and right now their plan is in phase 2. And I just want to read, and it's I think it's 3 phases. I just want to share with you some information about phase 2 and what they're doing in this phase. Phase 1 was March to July. Phase 2 is August through September. And phase 2 is, in addition to educating on the new districts and the importance of voting due to issues at stake, we will continue to engage in voter registration activities and encourage voters to request the absentee ballot applications and keep a log of those who make such requests so that we can follow up to return the ballots. We will begin to educate on candidates and their positions. A particular emphasis will be on the gubernatorial candidates, Supreme Court U.S. state candidates, U.S. Senate candidates, Supreme Court, state legislative candidates, and some down the ballot candidates. So I wanted to make sure that we understand that the Ohio Unity campaign and their initiatives is nonpartisan.
Okay.
So they're not supporting any type of candidacy because they're nonpartisan.
Right.
So there is offices throughout the state of Ohio. We have one here in Cleveland, and the location for the Cleveland office is 22034 Lakeshore Boulevard in Euclid, Ohio. The organizer for that office in the Cleveland branch is Pam Mason. So they'll be doing canvassing throughout the Cleveland area, and that office is more like a focal point where they'll keep literature and such for the canvassing for the initiative. So look forward to more information about their plans that they're doing for the phase 2 and going into phase 3, because phase 3 will be getting down into election day as well.
Exactly, yes.
All right, very good job. Since you're on office, political offices in Euclid, would you tell us about the Euclid Democratic Club?
Yes, I'll be glad to. So for a number of years, the Euclid Democratic Club has opened a campaign office in the city of Euclid, not just for Euclid residents, but for surrounding communities as well. And it was more of a focal point for literature to be housed, for literature drop canvassing of not just Euclid, but surrounding communities as well. It's a focal point for phone banking. Now technology has changed where some of you who may have been involved in campaigns before, where you had people coming to one location and you do phone banking.
Yes.
Well, the technology has changed where it's more
Right.
savvy, where you have just a device that you use for phone banking. But we still will have the campaign office. We can do voter registration from the office. We can do local point for to keep literature, yard signs, and such, meetings with different candidates. And now that we have on this ballot in November, we have statewide candidates. So not all the time will those statewide candidates be able to go around to the different communities, but we can house literature and information in the campaign office as well. We can do voter registration. So that campaign office, we just received the keys on Friday
Okay.
of last week. That campaign office location is 21935 Lakeshore Boulevard in Euclid. And we don't have set hours as far as when the office will be available. But if you're driving down Lakeshore Boulevard, and you see signs for different candidates, we have Tim Ryan signs, we have Nan Whaley signs, we have Chris Ronay signs in the window already. So we're starting to get the office prepared. There will be a soft canvassing that will take place August 21st at 1 p.m., starting from the campaign office, again, 21935 Lakeshore Boulevard in Euclid. And they're going to take some of the statewide literature that they already have and do canvassing around the various different neighborhoods. So there's other canvassings that are going to be taking place starting in September as well. Probably over that Labor Day weekend, there will be some canvassing going on. So look for more news about that. Also, on August 28th, which is a Sunday as well, the Euclid Democratic Club is hosting a brunch. This is an annual event that the Euclid Democratic Club has, and what the funds are used for this fundraising event is to be able to have this campaign office that we have on the even election years. So the brunch will be held at Tizano's Party Center, which is 1361 East 260th Street, and it will be from 10:30 a.m. will be open for registration until 2 p.m. The brunch itself will start exactly at 11 with the welcoming. From 10:30 to 11, you can come in and register, and we will have silent auction raffle baskets, so you can view those as well throughout the event.
Okay.
There are some great prizes in those silent auction basket. There's one that's called Cleveland, which has different Cleveland products, tickets to different events. There's one that's called a car. No, you're not going to get a car, but different types of car upkeep products.
Okay.
There's one that's called a Diva's Delight. So there's 6 different themes for these baskets. So you want to make sure you attend.
Yes.
The tickets are $45 each, and you have time to purchase your tickets. If you would like to purchase tickets, please give me a call. My number is 216-570-4738. And your ticket includes your brunch, which will include various different, it's a brunch buffet, various different foods. And if you've ever eaten at Tizano's, you know the food is always good there.
It is.
So,
Okay, we're gonna move on, and we'll have to change the calendar a little bit, the schedule a little bit, not the calendar. And Reverend Ben Fair,
Yes, sir.
do you have any information about the McDonald's distribution?
The McDonald distribution.
Tammy Kennedy's?
Oh, yes. The the Greater Cleveland Distribution Collective will be sharing information about Customers Appreciation and Resource Fair taking place Thursday, August the 25th, from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. at McDonald's, 13705 Euclid Avenue, East Cleveland, Ohio, 44112. The giveaway is this. They're going to be giving away over 50,000 products, $50,000 in household supplies, hygiene products, in honor of the legendary political guru, Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr. himself.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Okay. Well, would you give us a time and tell them that McDonald's, A Road in Euclid? Give us the time again.
Yes, sir. The time will be 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And that is August the 25th. It's Thursday, August the 25th and McDonald's, Eddie Road, as Mr. Bibb says, but the address is 13705 Euclid Avenue, 44112 is the zip code.
Okay. And it's open to everyone who shows up?
Open to everyone that shows up, Mr. Bibb, open to the public. Yes, sir.
Right. Did you hear that, Miss Shan Penman?
I did hear that. Yes.
All right. We don't want to miss anyone. And let them know at church Sunday. Come on over to East Cleveland.
Yes,
Bring
sir.
their East Cleveland fans with them.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be there waiting on Thursday.
All right, yes.
Thursday, what date again?
Thursday, August the 25th.
All right.
Bring your basket, bring your bags, get ready.
All right, get ready.
People, get ready.
ready.
All right. And next week, we'll have Miss Tammy Kennedy here to tell you all about it herself, because we got one more broadcast before that happens.
Yes.
All right, very good, very good. We had to leave off some things because we had an ambitious agenda today, and we got a lot of things on there. So we'll go back and we'll pick up a few. I think I will have Miss Sharon Penman. I'm going to pass you the turnout. You are a Cleveland resident,
I am.
and I want you to share with us the turnout on November 2nd.
Okay.
Not November 2nd.
November 2nd.
August 2nd.
Okay, yes.
Primary election,
Yes, sir.
ward by ward.
All right.
All right? You have a copy?
I do. For August 2nd primary election, ward by ward, we're starting with, I don't see the wards here. Hold on.
At the bottom.
At the bottom.
Okay. Ward 1, the eligible voters was 15,805. Absentee, 713. On election day, there were 898 turned out. That's 10.2%. Ward 2, eligible.
Hold up, please.
Yes, sir.
I want to have time to give us the percentage of voters that came out all the way to your right.
Okay, Ward 2, 6.4%. Ward 4, 8.7. Ward 5, 3%. Ward 6, 6.8. Ward 7, 4.7. Ward 8, 8.5. Ward 9, 6.1. Ward 10, 6.4. Wow. Ward 12, 5.2. And that's all on the east side of Cleveland. Now we're going to move over to the west side of Cleveland. Ward 3, 6%. Ward 11, 4.7. Ward 13, 7.1. 14, 2.7. 15, 6.4. 16, 6.6. And the final ward, 17, 11% showed up to vote. Very dismal.
Yes.
Very dismal.
90% of the people stayed home plus.
That is ridiculous. That's backwards.
Right?
And tonight, as we sit here, the state Democratic Party is meeting with the county Democratic Party to work on a program to increase the turnout in November.
Okay.
Now, if you go to the top of your sheet,
Yes.
you'll get what we call the outer ring suburbs. Outer ring suburbs, Reverend Ben Fair, are suburbs that touch Cleveland, Ohio. I'm sorry I said outer ring. I should be saying inner ring suburbs. All the ones right close to Cleveland. So you can start leading those, Ms. Sharon Penman.
Those are Cleveland Heights at 16%, East Cleveland 8%, Euclid 10%, Garfield Heights 7%, Lakewood 9%, Maple Heights, 8%, Richmond Heights, 11%, Shaker Heights, 17%, South Euclid, 13%, and Warrensville Heights, 11%. Again, very dismal.
Not much better.
Not at all.
Now, on this whole city of Cleveland,
Yes.
tell Reverend Fair, everybody got 10% and above. Every ward they get 10% and above.
In the whole city of Cleveland, 10% or above would be Cleveland Heights.
City of Cleveland.
In the city of Cleveland itself, Ward 1 and Ward 17. Ward 1 at 10.2% and Ward 17 at 11%. Everyone else was below 10%.
And tell Reverend Ben Fair, inner suburbs they got over 10%.
Cleveland Heights at 16%, Euclid at 10, Richmond Heights at 11, as well as Warrensville Heights, Shaker Heights at 17%, and South Euclid at 13%. That's sad.
Congratulations, Reverend Ben Fair.
Yes, sir.
Cleveland Heights got what?
16%.
So you got to do a lot of work for November.
Yes, sir.
And we have these facts. We want to have the citizens to know what's going on,
Yes.
because the citizens won't change,
Yes.
and you're not going to get change with the same thing going on. You have to change things to get change.
Yes.
You have to get involved. And unity is coming to Greater Cleveland. That's what Miss Candace Jones read to you about.
Yes.
And we're going to have the chairperson who lived in Toledo, Ohio, who originally, before she retired from the big union, worked out of Columbus, Ohio, but now she's in Toledo. She's coming to tell us what's happening to try to get this vote out in 83 days. All right?
Yes, sir, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else got anything else they want to share?
That's it for this evening, other than to say we've got a lot of work to do to get the vote out.
Right.
Yes.
Anything from your church, any notices, anything?
Not at this time, Mr. Bibbs.
I would like to see our list of churches. Make sure all of those get the notice about next week.
Oh, yes, all right.
All right?
Okay.
And let Miss Candace Jones know which ones you did, and Miss Sharon Pittman,
All right.
because they're going to be there with us at 1 o'clock
All right.
on Thursday.
All right. We'll do.
Right. And
All
if
right.
you can,